Hey, welcome to Free Flick with me, Subbuteo Collector, in collaboration with the Elan Cables FISTF World Cup, giving you some player insight and interviews building up to the 21st and 22nd of September, where the game is coming home to Tunbridge Wells. Today we're going to be speaking to Le Blues, Eric and Raphael from France. So without any further ado, let's jump over and have a chat with the guys. Let's go. Thank you for coming on.
Thanks.
No worries.
Sorry
Good.
for my English because I don't speak a good English.
So you speak better English than I do French.
No. I try to. Eric, je te laisse que traduire des fois.
Okay, pas de problème. I will translate in case we need it.
Yeah, Eric, you're in charge of full translations. So, guys, thank you for coming on. Really exciting time. Glad to have you both here. 4 weeks until the World Cup. Not long now. How's the feeling inside the French camp?
Raphaël, tu veux parler?
Du coup, il a dit.
Il a dit comment on se sent du côté français à 4
Bah,
semaines
alors
de la
moi,
Coupe du Monde.
Je suis très fatigué.
Very tired.
Already?
Because I have a baby now and I sleep less.
So Raphael, you're playing in the Open event. Eric, you're in the Vets event.
Yes, correct.
So first off, Eric, let's go to you. How's training going for the Vets?
Well, actually, I'm not practicing much. I'm doing more about the development of the French Federation. I focus more on that than on my own game. Now, as far as my game is concerned, I know that most of the times in World Cup, I can focus a few days before and do my best. So I don't have any. I mean, of course, I have some ambitions, but it's in the Vets, the competition is really tough. So and so it is in the Open. So
in the Open,
we do our best.
So in the Open, Raphael, national champion in France. How do you think you're going to do in the World Cup?
I try to go out of my group because in international it's not going my group next tournament, and I prepare against my teammate the World Cup next day, Monday and Tuesday. I think I play every day at Monday.
That's good.
Every day, try.
So, and you have an excuse. You have a young baby, you said, right?
Yeah.
So you have the perfect excuse. If you lose, blame it on the baby.
Yeah. It's my best excuse.
So, Raphael, how long have you been playing?
I think 6 years old.
Oh, okay. Since you were 6 or 6 years?
Since he was 6.
Wow.
De quoi?
So quite a long while.
T'as commencé à jouer vers 6 ans, c'est ça que t'as dit?
Ouais, bah, quelque chose comme ça.
More or less, yeah.
Wow, so a long while. So is this...
Merci, Papa. Thanks, my father.
It's always our parents that get us into the game. How many World Cups have you been to?
I think in Open it's a second World Cup. In all my life, I think it's six World Cup.
And your best success?
I think it's next World Cup. I win against I win against Savio Barry the first comment on dit mi-temps? Half. The first half. Yeah, the first half against Savio Barry, half. And the second I play Matteo Ceccarelli and I win the match 2-1.
Nice.
In a team. Comment je pourrais dire, du coup pendant l'équipe, à un moment on battait l'Italie.
Yeah, in Rome during the last World Cup, there was a point where the French team was leading against Italy in the open game, and Raphaël won his own game, beating Barry and then Ciccarelli 2-1 overall. So it was a very good result, and we hope to do the same in the coming World Cup.
So does that mean when we come to England, your biggest rivals are now the Italians?
J'ai pas compris
Not
la vérité.
only. Il dit que nos plus grands rivaux, c'est les Italiens.
Ou les Belges.
And the
I think
Belgians.
And the
it's
Belgians.
Belgium.
Okay.
But it's friend. It's a rival, but it's friends.
Of course.
Yeah, they're friends as well as rivals.
Of course. Bit like us in Scotland. We love to hate them and they hate to love us.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, very much so. Very much so.
Eric, you've been involved in this game for a long while. How long have you been playing this game?
I started playing when I was 14.
Wow.
Back in the days in 1981, and then I quit for about 10 years when my first two kids were born, and after my first two kids were born, and then Paul took me back into the game when he was about 10 in 2009, and then for the past 15 years we're doing our best to grow the game and have fun.
You're very much like Alan is to us. You're doing a great job in France, building the game. How are you finding balancing playing and running the game as well?
It's a tough one. Actually, I know what it takes to be in the top 10 of the world because I was there when in the 1990s. I know that what it takes to get to that level. I can't do that anymore because I have other priorities, and among the priorities is to develop and grow the game. So our champions, today's champions like Raphaël, Theo, and all the other great French players, they deserve more support than I had. I had fewer supports back in the days than I want to provide them. Yeah.
Okay. So how do you think you lot are going to do at the World Cup? What's the goal? What's the target for France?
Je vais laisser Raphaël. Quels sont nos objectifs pour l'Open déjà?
For all the team, I think it's semi-finalists. It's good.
Okay. Same in the vets as well?
But all players want to win.
Of course. Everyone's there to win it.
If it's possible, I win. Yeah. I take the World Cup. No problem.
In a tournament, anything can happen. Anyone can beat anybody on their day.
Yeah. It's 0-0 when the game starts. So
that's exactly it. What about elsewhere? Because you've got females entering, I believe. You've got a ladies team. You've got youth team. How do you feel like they'll get on?
Well, we are the we have the title in the female category, so hopefully we can defend the title.
Okay.
We have a under 12 team that will be more of a, let's say, first trial for them.
Okay. Building for
building for the 2026 World Cup in Paris. Then we have the under 16 that we have some hopes to get at least to the semifinals, hopefully.
Okay. So it's all about building for you guys to France, to 2026. We'll talk about it now. We'll get out of the way because I know you probably want to talk about it. Exciting that you've got the next World Cup in 2026?
Oh, yeah. Very excited. We have 2 more years to come to carry on building the game and growing the game and get the support from former football players and media and streaming things, and very excited about that. I hope Raphaël and the other top French players are very excited too, because we'll be running it in a nice venue and hopefully with great media support.
So one bit of advice I'll give to you, being involved in what's gone on in England and building our World Cup, is that 2 years goes very, very quickly.
You're right. You're absolutely right.
Very quickly, but we can't wait. But before France, Tunbridge Wells.
Absolutely.
Is it important? Is it a thing? Because to us in England, to be playing Subbuteo in Tunbridge Wells is massive. It's going home. It's the home of the game. What does that mean to you guys in France? Does it have much of a meaning being in England and Tunbridge Wells, or could it be anywhere in England?
Raphaël, tu veux répondre?
Faut que tu me traduises là.
Il demande si ça a du sens pour nous, que ce soit à Tunbridge Wells, la Coupe du Monde, plus qu'ailleurs en Angleterre. Mais sinon, je peux répondre aussi. Mais...
Je vais pas savoir répondre en anglais, mais oui, ça a du sens puisque c'est là où le Subbuteo est né.
Yeah, it's the place where Subbuteo was born, so of course it makes great sense.
Okay. Whereabouts are you staying? Have you booked your hotels?
Yeah, we're staying about 10, 20 miles, 12 miles away in,
Okay.
I don't remember yeah, closer
Towards London.
to the sea, because
by the sea.
no, towards center of Kent. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Because you're driving.
Yeah, we're driving. Yeah.
Makes life nice and easy. Okay.
Yeah.
So, who's the player to watch in the French team? Raphael, let's ask you. Apart from yourself, who is the player to watch? Who's the player to keep an eye on? Eric, you might need to translate.
Il demande qui il faut surveiller à part toi chez les Français.
Theo? I think it's Theo. Because for me, it's individual open player now. But I win all match before the last match against Theo. It's for a gift. I think but in women, I think Margot, it's a really good player.
Margot Dira-Dorian, yeah.
Okay.
In the female can do really well, and of course Audrey Herbeau and Irène Lankerque, Rivière, they all three can do really well in the female.
So you must be thinking you could potentially medal in a few places.
Sorry, what did you say?
You must be thinking you could possibly get medals and podium finishes in a few places.
Yeah. We hope so.
Okay. It's nothing like the French to think they're going to win it.
we hope we won't listen to the Italian anthems 6 times every day.
I heard about that in Rome.
C'est très énervant. Comme on dit, mais.
Vas-y.
J'ai dit c'est très énervant d'entendre Italia.
Ouais, c'est ça.
C'est chiant.
We like the Fratelli d'Italia, but maybe not 6 times in a row.
Hopefully we can save the king a little bit more.
Yeah, absolutely.
So who's the team that you most want to play? Get to the team event on the Sunday. Do you want to play the Belgians as your friends and your rivals, or do you think, oh no, we want to go out and beat England on home turf, or you want to beat the Italians? Who's the team you want to play against the most?
Tu veux jouer qui en priorité, Raphaël? Est-ce qu'il y a une équipe en particulier?
Que j'aimerais jouer?
Ouais.
Italia. Yeah.
Is that because of their reputation?
Italia, because Belgium, it's more complicated because it's all player in Belgium. It's a friends. It's a friends. It's not easy de surpasser. Je te laisse me traduire, Eric, parce que je sais pas. De surpasser parce que c'est des amis en dehors du jeu.
Yeah.
C'est des gens qui côtoient toute l'année.
It's more difficult to play against close friends, and it's hard to play your real best when you play close friends. So that's why he's saying maybe playing Italy would be better than playing Belgium.
Okay. So let's say you guys win on the Sunday in the team event, and Raphael, you managed to win in the final on the Saturday in the individual. Do you think you could win in Tunbridge Wells and then win in France in 2026 as well? Could you take it home and win it?
J'ai besoin que tu me traduises là, Eric.
You mean making the back-to-back?
Yeah.
Wow, that's a plan. Il demande si tu pourrais gagner en Angleterre et encore après gagner à Paris.
Déjà, on va essayer de gagner 3 matchs au
It must-
départ. Et après, on verra étape par étape. C'est comme ça que
Yeah,
les gagnés viennent. J'ai
Voilà.
galéré en groupe et après, étape par étape, on a fait ce qu'il fallait et voilà.
First is to win the group games and then move on. And it's hard to make planning without even knowing the draws and everything. So first winning the groups and moving on.
It must be in your mind, though, knowing that you could host the World Cup as champions.
Ah, il dit que
Must
ouais,
be in your mind.
Yeah. Oui, j'ai compris.
ouais, oui.
Très beau.
But it's even better to win home.
Exactly, it is. I agree. But you've got to be,
Yeah.
you can win, take it to home, be the champions, and then win again in France. That would be amazing.
Yeah, that's what our volley team did. They won in
Really?
Tokyo, and then the gold medal in Tokyo 3 years ago, and won in Paris a week ago. The
Wow.
volley team.
Yes, yes. What's
Yeah.
it like in France with the Olympics? Is it good?
Yeah. So there was a good atmosphere and no bombing and everything. So security was good. So
No,
at the
what
end
do
of the
you think?
day,
So, should Subbuteo be an Olympic sport? We was talking about this ourselves the other week. What do you think? Should Subbuteo be an Olympic sport?
well, we should do a show just about that question, Stuart.
We could. With all the MNAs around the world talking about it.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, since we're using a brand name,
hmm
and until we change that, we have no chance. So the
Right.
question would arise if and only if we would all communicate on table football with Subbuteo sponsor, let's say, because
I
if
have
we,
Sorry.
Yeah?
Sorry, go on.
Sorry?
Sorry.
I mean, until all the domestic federation remove the brand name Subbuteo from their title, there is no chance of being recognized as a sport.
So I have some quick fire questions later, and one of them might involve Subbuteo or sports table football.
Okay.
Fair
enough.
We'll come to that when we come to it. So, in fact, you know what? Let's go on to them now. I don't want to keep you guys too long because I really appreciate your time. I know it's getting late out in France as well. You're an hour ahead of us. So we'll go straight on to the quick fire questions now. And I'd like to do them with both of you. So if I ask you the questions, Eric, you can then translate them for Raphael at the same time. But I'd like you to answer it yourself as well, okay?
Okay.
So, your biggest FISTF win.
My biggest FISTF win.
Yep, your biggest score.
Ah, you mean score, not
Yes, score.
tournament.
No, just score.
Must have been in a French event. It was some 17-0 or 17-1
Ooh. And for
back in the
Raphael?
days. Ton plus gros score gagné sur en France ou à l'international?
I don't know. But, je sais pas, je dirais
Okay.
12,
Combien?
12-0, I think. 12-0.
5?
Okay.
Ah, 12. 12.
No.
12-0.
12-0.
Okay. What about your biggest losses?
Ta plus grande défaite?
5-0 in one half against Claudio Calonico next tournament.
I think for me must have been 7-2 against Samuel Bartolo
Okay.
back
What
in the
is-
days. Voilà.
What is your most memorable win?
Ta victoire la plus mémorable?
Vienne. I think when I win Vienne against my best friend in Subbuteo, Florian Gio, and I win 6-2, it's really good.
mené
Or 6-3.
2-0.
Sorry. 6-3.
6-3. He was 3-0 down and won 6-3.
Wow, what result?
Yeah, and mine was against my old rival Christophe Fuseau in the French Cup. I won 5-2 in the French final,
Nice.
French Cup final.
When was that?
1993 or 4 maybe.
A few years ago.
Yeah.
I'm not born.
No, I was only 10. So
Yeah.
where would you rather play? Would you rather play in France or abroad?
Tu préfères jouer en France ou à l'étranger?
À l'étranger.
Abroad
Abroad?
for
And
Raphaël.
Eric?
Yeah, me too. I love traveling and playing in other places, but I like to play with the new French clubs now we have. So I'm happy to help them develop too. But as a competitive player, it's great to play in big events outside the country.
Yeah, I can understand that. Okay, controversial question, which I know the answer to. Is it Subbuteo or sports table football?
Bon, c'est Subbuteo ou c'est football de table?
Sports table football.
I thought you was going to say that. Eric?
Yeah, for me too. Although some of us use the name Subbuteo, mostly because it's the brand that many people know, like Hoover in the UK, or Kleenex,
Yes.
and
Yeah, that's it.
and I think we should use the brand name as an asset, but surely not as the name of the sport.
Okay. Okay, last question. So, would you rather lose in the individual final, but the team win the team event, but you don't play in it? Or would you rather win the team event and lose the individual final?
So in both cases, you lose the individual final.
Sorry. So either win the individual final, but the team lose in the final, or would you rather win the team event and lose in the final with the individual? Sorry.
Ah, ok.
Je crois avoir compris, tu peux me traduire.
En gros, il dit, est-ce que tu préfères gagner l'individuel et perdre la finale par équipe ou le contraire?
Le contraire. I prefer team. For all. I prefer team. Individuals, it's not the same, but team, it's bigger competition.
Well, I already lost the individual final once, so I guess
Did the team win?
the team didn't win either. So.
Excellent. Team as well, right?
Yeah, well, yeah, the team is always giving more emotions than the individuals, right?
Yeah, it definitely. A lot of people have said to me, "What day is best to come down and watch, Saturday or Sunday?" And I'm sort of saying the Saturday. Oh, Raphael's gone. I always say the Sunday is the best day to come down because the team event, you see the footage of it and it's amazing.
Yeah, and the game changes. The dramatic and the energy of the game can flow.
Yeah,
and you can be 2 or 3-0 down at halftime and still win. And this is something you can't compare.
No, you can't. Well, look, Eric, I'm going to let you go, man. I really appreciate you coming on. Please give my thanks to Raphael as well. He's just disappeared. I'm guessing he's lost phone signal or something like that. Really looking forward to meeting you in Tunbridge Wells in 4 weeks.
Thank you, Stuart. Thank you for the great job you're doing, and not just this past 2 years, but the previous years. And thank you for speaking in a nice space for us.
I thought I was speaking. I'm really conscious of it because people always say I speak fast, so I thought I was going too fast. So
that was perfect. That was perfect. Thank you very much.
Well, look, we'll catch up in Tunbridge Wells. Good luck with all the preparation. Sure. I'm sure we'll say it again to you in Tunbridge Wells, but good luck with the build up to 2026. It's been a pleasure.
Yeah, we'll do.
See you very soon.
Pleasure talking to you. See you. Cheers. Cheers.
Bye bye.